Hey there. Alright, so this video is probably going to be a little bit faster than usual. It's just going to be a ramble. I'm just going to talk about some things specifically regarding YouTube. I just didn't really have a video idea for anything else. I mean, there are other things I can do. Some people have requested some things. We have the Listerine bottle back. So we can make sounds with that, but that's not this video. I was watching some videos the other day, and I noticed that when the person in the video that I was watching said a certain thing, that the icons on the screen actually like glowed for a second, and I'd never seen that before, so I kind of want to test it out. Now, I never really ask anyone to subscribe because I just don't like doing that personally, but this would be the one time I do, because that is what I'm referring to. So when I say this, if you're watching on, I don't know if this works on like a desktop, like on a browser. I was on my phone when I saw it. There's not always like a one-to-one, match between the features on mobile versions of the apps and then like the desktop versions of the apps, so like, I don't know. So if you're on your computer, this might not work, but if you're on your phone, view this video in vertical mode so that you can see the video, but then you can also see like the title and like, all the other stuff. Because when I say I want everyone to hit the subscribe button, you might have seen a little thing glow around the subscribe button, which is kind of cool. I assume it's all automatic because YouTube has, they've always kind of had this, I suppose, but more recently they've added the ability to actually view it. But YouTube has like an automatic transcription algorithm, I don't even know what to call it, where it just parses the video for what is being said. Like I said, they've always had that because they've always had the ability, well, I don't know if they've always had the ability, but for a long time they've had the ability to do automatic captions, right? Which is the same system, but nowadays you can actually, like, there's a transcription feature. It's kind of hidden away, but you can get to it, and it'll have everything that's said in the video, so you can like search for it because it's all there in text, and it even gives you like the timestamp of when that was said, which is pretty cool, honestly. But I'm guessing that they're just using that and then doing like a search for any time that phrase is said. So like hit the subscribe button, and then it just plays that effect at that time, I'm assuming. Because I don't see any kind of feature when I'm uploading the video or inside the video editor of YouTube that like, you would be able to do that, like have that feature where it's just like, you can set it to make the subscribe button glow whenever you want. And also, if that was a feature, I assume most people would probably just have it glowing like nonstop because it would draw people's attention to the subscribe button and make them more likely to subscribe, probably. But I thought that was kind of cool, kind of interesting. Like I said, I never ask people to subscribe, so it's not something that I will ever really get to take advantage of. But it was cool. I wanted to see if it had any other like features, like if there were any other things like that. So I'm gonna say a bunch of different phrases and see, you'll have to tell me if they do anything, because obviously right now I have no idea. I won't know until it's uploaded. Hopefully this works also, because I'm gonna look like an idiot if it doesn't work. It might be a situation, because I know that this is kind of the case with certain things, but sometimes YouTube only rolls out features to like a certain subset of its user base. I don't know how they choose who gets like the new experimental features and who doesn't. It might just be random, but yeah, I've never seen that before, and I got it the other day. So if that is the case, then I'm in on the super secret experimental features. But anyway, so like hit the subscribe button is a pretty common one. I think that would probably trigger that to happen. Maybe hit the like button. I want everyone to like this video. I'm trying to just come up with a bunch of different phrases that they might parse to trigger that effect, Hit the like button, smash the like button, like the video. Yeah, I don't know. So that's subscribe. Everyone subscribe to this video. Click the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell. I don't know. What about comments? I want everyone to leave a comment under this video. I wonder if it highlights the whole comment section, because it's kind of like its own bubble now. It used to just be like a section of the page, but now it's like their new like UI design. It's kind of like its own button, so maybe it glows. Everybody leave a comment. I want everyone to comment below. Comment below. I don't know. Like I said, I sound like an idiot, but I'm just trying to think of all the things that the AI would use to decide, like, okay, let's do that. What other like features are there? I'm trying to think of like all the buttons that are underneath. I mean, I never use like half of them, but like there's like a download this video, download this YouTube video, download my video. I don't know. That's not even like a feature available to most people. Like you have to have premium to even use that. So I don't know if that one would glow. What else is there? There's like, dislike. The like and dislike is like one button, so I think it wouldn't matter. But go ahead and dislike this video. Let's see what happens there. I mean, it's worth a shot just to see what happens. I mean, I doubt many people are asking for their videos to be disliked, so that's probably not something that they've programmed into the AI. I mean, dislikes are pretty much useless nowadays anyway, because they don't even get displayed. Although it's still a feature. Like you can use, there's like a plugin on Chrome that lets you see the dislikes. So like you can still see the dislikes, which is kind of weird. But anyway, go ahead and dislike this video. Leave a dislike on this video. What else is there? What else is there? There's like a clip. There's like scissors. Go ahead and clip this video. Go ahead and make a clip out of this video. I think that's what it's called, clip. I mean, that's what it's called on like Twitch and stuff, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what they call it on YouTube. They might have their own name for it. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of fun, kind of interesting. Like I said, I don't ask for likes and subscriptions and stuff, so it's never going to get used on my channels, but channels. I only have one channel. My videos. But anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. While we're on the topic of YouTube, I thought this would be a worthwhile thing to throw in here. I was looking into it the other day because I was curious about like YouTube memberships. YouTube memberships it's not, I don't know when they added this feature. I don't think it's particularly new, but it's basically like, you know, for a pretty long time, a lot of YouTubers, still not a huge fan of that word, but, you know, a lot of YouTubers would have like a Patreon where you could support them and then get access to like videos sooner and stuff like that. You know, they would have like different reward tiers and whatnot. It's basically like that, but just built into YouTube, so you don't have to do it on a different platform. I think it's a pretty smart move by YouTube to do that. However, they're being an absolute dumbass by not incorporating this specific feature. Because I was, like I said, I was looking into the possibility of incorporating that into my channel. But I wanted one specific advantage, all right? And that advantage is I wanted my YouTube members to not have ads on my channel specifically. But that's not a feature. And I have no idea how that's not a feature, because it is the smartest thing in the world. Like, it is so smart. And yet it's not an option. Like, I don't get it. Maybe they just don't have the ability to do that, to like isolate a channel and not show ads for like specific users and stuff. That might have something to do with it. I don't know. If that's the case, then I guess I understand it, because it's just like a technological limitation. But it honestly doesn't seem like it would be that hard to implement. And if it is able to be implemented, then they definitely need to do it, because it's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, imagine Imagine having a channel that you watch all the time and you're just able to pay like $1 to that person specifically every month, $1 a month, and you just don't get ads on their videos ever. Because YouTube offers YouTube Premium, which is a platform-wide, you know, advertisement blocker essentially. I mean, there's other benefits as well, like the ability to download videos. You can get like background play with like music and stuff on your phone, and it's also paired with YouTube Music, which is its own app, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I've never used it myself, but I guess it's kind of like Spotify. So it has other benefits, but I think a lot of people would get YouTube Premium specifically for the ability to watch videos without ads. Because everybody on the fucking planet hates ads. It's the most annoying thing. Ads, more than ever, are getting crammed down our throats. And with all this stuff and talk about YouTube implementing like 10 ads before videos and other things like that, it's like, oh my God, you can't go 10 steps nowadays without getting advertised to. So nobody wants ads, and everyone wants to get rid of ads. And YouTube itself is implementing like ad blockers on the like desktop version, because obviously that's not a problem on most phones. I think I was gonna say Samsung, but not Samsung specifically, but Android phones, I believe, have access to like a specific YouTube like third-party app that gets rid of ads and stuff. But I don't think that's available on iPhone. Either way, nobody likes ads. Everybody wants to get rid of them. But I've seen a lot of people that say that YouTube Premium is just too expensive. I was looking it up. It's $15 a month, which is a lot for just YouTube if you think about it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. If you watch a lot of YouTube, and to be fair, I do watch a lot of YouTube, but it's like, I don't know. It's just always hard to like justify spending any amount of money, especially when you can get it for free. You know, it's like, I can still watch YouTube for free. It's just a quality of life thing. So it's like, for that, it's like paying $15 for that just doesn't feel as justifiable, I guess. But yeah, I can set the channel membership to be as cheap as I want, and I can add whatever benefits I want at that tier, you know? So like, I could just add a $1 tier to my channel, and it's just there for anyone that wants to A, support me, and B, get a better experience. Because that's like, I personally kind of have an issue with the whole idea behind like Patreons and channel memberships in general. I get it, you know. I guess I get the idea that like, at the end of the day, the primary thing that a person would subscribe for is simply to support the person making that content that they enjoy, you know. It's not so much about the reward as it is just showing support to that person. I suppose I get that. I've personally never watched someone like and cared about them enough to just give them money for that reason, you know. But I guess people are different than me. I don't know. But I'll admit that there's a level of it to me that's kind of weird, where it's like, I just never feel like a content creator is able to provide something that is worth a monthly subscription, you know? Like, and the tier rewards are always like so simple, you know. It's, I don't know. I feel like maybe an asshole pointing this out, but it's like, oh, you get early access to my videos, but it's like, that's not a benefit, really, if you think about it, because it's like, after the first video that comes out after you subscribe, that you would get access to slightly sooner, the interval between each video that you get is going to be the same as if you were unsubscribed, you know. You're just getting them one day sooner than everyone else, but you still have to wait 3 days or whatever between each video, you know. So it's not really a benefit at that point. You're just paying money for no reason, essentially. I've just always found that kind of weird. And again, like I said, if you just subscribe to people because you want to show support, then, you know, that's what it is. But I don't know, I guess there's just, to me, there's something weird about like, it's like an admission of guilt almost, where it's like, you know, you want to accept money from people, but then you feel bad for like doing like getting like money for no reason essentially. So it's like you have to give them like the most like basic reward. But it's like at that point it's like kind of insulting almost. It's like, oh wow, I get early access to videos. But that's not even a benefit. Like what the fuck do I want early access to videos for? It's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I personally think that there's very little that a content creator can provide, you know, in terms of a reward for a monthly subscription that would be adequately worth the money, right? Because I think when you pay for something, it should like, I don't know. I guess the one thing would be like exclusive content, but a lot of YouTubers that I know of don't produce a lot of exclusive content for their Patreon or for their channel members. Because I mean, think about it. It's like, on the one hand, you want to incentivize people to get the channel membership or pay for the Patreon. So that would kind of incentivize you to make more exclusive content. But the more time you spend making exclusive content, the less time you can spend making content that everyone can absorb. And you need to make content like that to, you know, grow your audience and get more people to subscribe to your channel and to buy your channel membership and stuff like that. So it's like, it's this weird dichotomy where it's like, you know, they want to reward their channel members, but at the same time, it's like they have to continually make content for the people that aren't paying to grow their audience and whatnot. So it's like, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of the people that offer like exclusive content just don't offer very much exclusive content, you know? It's like, like why would I pay like $5 a month for like one exclusive video every month? It's like, I don't know. And again, this maybe this is just a me problem, because like I have never been that type of person that feels compelled to just give people money, whether that be in just a show of support. Like there are channels that I really, really like, whether they make like really funny content or just really high quality content. Like a good example is like Mustard on YouTube. He makes videos talking about the historical like impacts of certain like moments in the world of aviation, you know, and he combines that with like fairly impressive 3D visuals and stuff like that. His content is pretty high quality. I have just never been compelled to give him money whatsoever. Maybe I'm just a jackass, I don't know. But it's just, I've never been a part of that. So when I see like other people that like, oh, here's a $5 channel membership and you get early access to my videos, which I'm not even going to pretend that that's a reward, because that's not a reward. After that first time, it's just not a reward, because you're not a time traveler, right? You're not going to continue to get things sooner. You're not going to get a video before the person has made it, you know? So you, after that first time, it's over. That is a one-time reward that you're paying potentially like hundreds of dollars for. But all of this to say, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. All of this to say that the only thing that would make me enable channel memberships on my channel, the only thing that I think would be a genuinely worthwhile reward for someone paying me money specifically, would be to not get ads on my videos. It's genius. It's fucking genius. Because think about it. They pay me money and I would get way more. I was doing the math just because I was curious about it all. With a $1 subscription. With a $1 subscription. That is the cheapest subscription that YouTube allows you to do. You get 70% of the revenue. So I get 70%. So YouTube takes 30%. I get 70%. So I would get 70. I mean, it's 99 cents. So this isn't exactly perfect, but it's close enough. We're rounding up that 1 cent. I would get 70 cents. YouTube gets 30 cents. I did the math. In order for one person to generate through ads, through watching ads on my videos, for one person to generate the same amount of revenue for me and YouTube, as for that person to generate the same amount of revenue as the person that bought a $1 a month subscription, they would have to watch my videos 350 times every month. It came out to like because I said the average video length of my videos is like 20 minutes, which is honestly probably pretty generous. I'd say the average is probably a little bit higher than that. So this is probably a little low, but it came out to like 4 hours of my videos. A person would have to watch 4 hours, or that was per day, because it was like, I don't even remember. I did all this math. They would have to watch 4 hours of my videos every single day in order to generate the same amount of revenue as one person paying just $1 a month. They'd have to watch my videos 350 times a month, which at an average of 30 days is like, what? Like 11, a little over 11 videos every day. They'd have to watch 11 of my videos every single day. And my videos, like I said, are pretty long, so that's a lot of content to absorb. It's not going to happen. There is no person out there that's going to watch 350 of my videos every single month. It's just not going to happen. So just at just a $1 subscription, at the cheapest level, you're still making, I think it was like, I don't remember, because there were a lot of figures I was calculating. But it was like, I think it was like 10 times as much revenue per person. And then I do consider that to be a worthwhile reward, like I said, because ads fucking suck. Nobody likes ads. So if I was offered, the ability to remove ads from a specific channel, if it was a channel that I just watch all the time and I hate getting ads on their videos, I could actually potentially see that being something I would pay for. And the only reason that I feel like maybe they don't want to go that route and offer that as a reward is because it would maybe cannibalize the incentive to pay for YouTube Premium, right? Because YouTube Premium is a more expensive package deal, right? If people could just pay a smaller amount, maybe a person really only wants to get rid of ads on one channel, right? Because maybe they just watch that channel a lot and they don't watch a lot of the rest of YouTube. Then they could just pay for the channel membership on that channel, and it would probably be cheaper than getting YouTube Premium. And so for YouTube, that would be a lower overall net revenue source, right? I get that, but at the same time, I feel like it really wouldn't work that way. Because first of all, how many people actually only watch like one channel on YouTube, right? I feel like the likelihood is that most people have like maybe a handful of channels, at least like 2 to 3 channels that they watch pretty consistently. So in all likelihood, a person would probably need to subscribe to like 2 or 3 channels in order to get rid of ads for a majority of the videos that they watched. And, at that point, I think it could actually drive sales towards YouTube Premium because, at a certain point, a person's probably going to say, well, hey, if I'm already paying this much to get rid of ads for just these channels specifically, then I might as well pay for YouTube Premium and just get rid of ads over the whole platform. And on top of that, you get the benefits of the other, like background play and YouTube music and all that stuff. I think it would personally drive sales towards YouTube Premium more than anything. Because at the same time, like I'm talking about doing a $1 subscription because that's probably all I would do. But anyone can set it to whatever the hell they want. You could set it to be a $5 subscription a month. And people would probably still consider that to be worthwhile, depending on who they were and how much disposable income they had. And so, if you're subscribed to 3 channels that have a $5 subscription a month just to get rid of the ads, then at that point you're literally paying for YouTube Premium, and you should just get YouTube Premium, So it's just like, I don't get how that's not a feature. Because if that was a feature, I would enable that on my channel in an instant. I would do that instantly. And I feel like it's even better for ASMR because like ads on ASMR videos are really annoying, potentially more annoying than they are on any other video because you're trying to relax and sometimes you'll have the volume cranked up. I feel like I make my videos pretty loud, so you probably don't need to have the volume quite as high. So the difference between the volume of an ad and the volume of my video is probably not that crazy. So you're not going to get deafened by these loud ass ads that play on the videos. But regardless, when it comes to ASMR in general, you know, the videos are quieter. So you're going to have your volume up, and then when the ads play, they're just blaringly loud, and you've got your headphones on, and it's just really, it's the opposite of what you want when watching an ASMR video, right? So I feel like for ASMR especially, it's kind of like it's a match made in heaven, you know? I was thinking about it, I was like, I just don't understand how that's not like a thing. How is that not a thing already? And again, it's like, it's still, it would be way more money for YouTube as well. Like I said, it's not just more money for me, it's a lot more money for them as well. A person paying just a $1 subscription to my channel would be generating way more revenue for me and YouTube than that one person just watching ads. Ads just don't generate that much money. I mean, at least per person right now. If your videos are getting millions of views, then yeah, it adds up. But it's just nothing compared to like a reoccurring monthly subscription where you pay a flat rate. Because the whole idea with an ad, you know, making money off of ads is that it's all about the volume of viewers. Whereas a monthly subscription is, I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but like each person is a much larger portion of the revenue, right? The RPM I make, which is your revenue per mil, which is per 1,000 views, how many dollars do I make, right? On average, it's like $2 for my channel, which means that each person, every time you view one of my videos, you right now watching this video, assuming you get an ad for it, which you should most of the time, you are generating for me $0.002. That's what you're generating for me. So, like I said, you'd have to watch, I think it was like 350 videos every month to generate the same amount of money, because it was 70 cents. So in order to generate 70 cents for me every month, you'd have to watch 350 of my videos, which is just not feasible. Nobody's doing that. So yeah, I was looking into that, and I just don't get. So I think they should get on that. Like I said, maybe it's a technical limitation, but I imagine they're probably just not doing it because they don't want to push people away from YouTube Premium. But I really don't think that would be an issue. I mean, it's the classic, like, it's not supply and demand, but it's like, you know, if you take a business class, it's the thing where like the price influences how many people buy it. So it's like volume versus price or whatever. So it's like, you know, if you have a good and you price it at $50 and 20 people buy it, is that better than pricing it at $10 and 100 people buying it? You know, it's like, you got to do that. And maybe they've done that and they've figured like, okay, it's better to just make fewer people pay the higher cost, you know. That's probably all it is. And I mean, I'm no business major or anything, so I don't know. But it seems to me like it would be a really good idea. And if, like I said, if they did do that, I would absolutely enable that on my channel, because that is something that I consider to be a tangible reward. Exclusive content, getting early access to videos, it's like, if that's your cup of tea, if you're a YouTuber and you do those things to make money, I'm not gonna like shit on you or anything. I just personally have never really liked that. I don't think it's always felt kind of weird to me. I don't know. I've just never been a huge fan of that, I guess. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a good enough reward to argue like getting money from people, you know. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, I get it. At the end of the day, if a person just wants to support the channel and they just want to give money to this person because they enjoy the content that they make, then that's one thing. That's something that I just don't understand, because I've never felt that way about anything or anyone. I've never met someone and been like, I need to give you my money. It's like, I don't know. And that seems really common nowadays. I don't know who these people are, where they come from. Like, who are these people that like pay for like random shit? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You got to read between the lines here. Who are these people though? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. But I mean, subscription services are becoming massive, and I think at this point people are getting pretty desensitized to them, even though everyone can pretty universally say that they hate them. I don't think anyone out there really likes subscription services. The whole idea of like not actually owning anything and continually having to pay for something in order to use it is pretty fucking annoying. I'd rather just own things myself personally, you know, a one-time payment, even if it's expensive, but I have the thing for perpetuity. To me, that's better. Obviously, streaming has, well, when it comes to subscription services, the big thing right now is streaming. You know, every you know, production studio or whatever has their own streaming service nowadays, and there are benefits to streaming over like having a physical copy of a movie, because then you have to have a big library of physical discs and everything, you know. So that is annoying, and that is a benefit of streaming. But at the same time, it's like I just want to own the movies. I mean, I can have an online library of movies, and there are services that provide that, like Amazon Prime. You can buy movies and they're just like on your Amazon account. But then at that point, you're kind of relying on the fact that Amazon like never collapses, which I mean, it probably never will. But again, it's just kind of like this idea that like everything is so immaterial nowadays. It's like it's all imaginary. It's all balancing on nothing. You know, it's like it's yours, but fuck you, and it's not actually yours. I don't know. So I'm not a big fan of subscription services and things like that. I don't think anyone really is. And so for that reason, I've always been kind of skeptical to make like a Patreon or add channel memberships to my channel. Obviously, I'd love to make money, but I really only want to make money if I think I truly deserve it. And at the same time, I would really only feel comfortable taking money from people if I genuinely felt that it gave them like a tangible benefit, you know, which I do consider getting no ads to be a pretty tangible benefit just because of how much I fucking hate ads. But yeah, that's not an option. So YouTube, get on that shit, add that as an option, and you'll make more money from me. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I know this has been kind of a different video than normal, but it was just some random stuff I wanted to talk about, and you guys like my rambles anyway, so it was a win-win. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.